What's up, Dodgers Nation? It's a fresh edition of the 3 Up, 3 Down podcast. I'm talking about why the Dodgers do not have the best rotation in the NL West right now. Welcome back to the 3 Up, 3 Down podcast. My name is Eric Euler, your host for this Dodgers Nation production. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram. That is at EEULAU. Opening day, oh so close. And it got me thinking, this is the first year in a while where I have not felt like the Dodgers have the best starting rotation in the NL West. For previous years, especially last year, there was absolutely no question they had the best rotation. Now, this isn't about knocking down Walker Buehler, who I think is the best starter in the division. I think he has an opportunity to be the best starter in baseball. I think he'll once again be in the Cy Young race. I also think Julio Urias has an opportunity to be in the Cy Young race yet again after kind of a coming out party last year as a full-time starter. It's not about worrying about Clayton Kershaw's elbow, although I think there are some concerns there. And it's also not about Tony Gonsolin, the number 4 starter, who's been like a father to me. It's really about that 5th spot. And look, I'm sure Andrew Heaney's a great guy, but I have some serious concerns that he's going to be able to kind of handle that 5th spot. A 5.83 ERA last year, the home run rate, it was one of the worst in baseball, and I just think throughout his career, he's really struggled to put up quality starts and really limit opposing team offenses. I think they're going to end up piggybacking him a lot with a reliever or a Tyler Anderson type, which they have talked about, but I just think in the totality of the division, I do think the Giants have a stronger rotation as far as overall a full board-out rotation. Now, I think the Dodgers have the more talented starters, especially with Walker Buehler and Julio Urias, but I think the Giants have a little bit more well-rounded of a rotation. You got Logan Webb, who had a great year last year. Maybe it's a little recency bias there with what he did in the postseason against the Dodgers. But they signed Rodon, they re-signed DeSclafani, they have the Alexes, that is Wood and Cobb. And look, they just have a nice rotation. Clearly, Farhan Zaidi, Gabe Kapler, that coaching staff, much like the Dodgers, which they pretty much stole Friedman's playbook for, which kudos to them. They know how to get the most out of their starting pitching. You saw what they did with Kevin Gausman last year and DeSclafani. Now, the Padres are in somewhat of a similar predicament to the Dodgers in that their 5th spot could be some crazy mix of Paddock, or maybe they bring up their top prospect, Mackenzie Gore, or maybe it's Lamet. I don't know, but all of that's a question mark because Mike Clevenger is back on the injured list. So the Padres are in a somewhat similar situation to the Dodgers, but look, Musgrove is a great pitcher. Darvish is really, really good. We all know that. And look, they just got Sean Manaea from the Oakland A's, so that's a nice frontline 3. The Dodgers have a nice frontline 3 as well, but I think it all comes back to the fact that I like the Giants rotation a little bit more than I like the Dodgers right now. That could all change. I think the Dodgers still have a lot of opportunities. They have a lot of young arms there too with Ryan Pepiot. You saw what Bobby Miller did this week in his Dodger Stadium debut. So it's not the end is near for the Dodgers because they don't have the best rotation. It's just a big difference than what we've seen historically, and especially compared to the last year or two with this Dodgers team where they have absolutely the best rotation. Now, look, something that helps having a little bit weaker of a rotation is having a really powerful offense. And the Dodgers should be an absolute juggernaut with that batting order, especially when you think they're going to have Trey Turner, Mookie Betts, and Freddie Freeman at the top of that order. I haven't even listed out all of the other big bats like Max Muncy and Justin Turner. Sorry, I said I wasn't going to list them all out. Who can contribute to that offense. So that could really help out the Dodgers with their starting rotation as they try to figure out who that 5th starter is going to be. If it ends up being Tyler Anderson down the road, time will tell. But I think for the first time in a long time, the Dodgers do not have the best rotation, the best total starting staff as far as 5 guys in the NL West. That's it. That's all I got time for today. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe, rate, review to the Dodgers Nation YouTube channel. Really helps out the channel. Make sure to check out DodgersNation.com. Make sure to follow us on Instagram and Twitter. That is at Dodgers Nation. Opening day is almost here, people. It is a great time of year. Thank you, and I will see you on the other side.